Why can we feel incredibly motivated one day and struggle to care just a few days later? The first thing to understand is that motivation isn't a constant supply of energy. It changes with circumstances. Motivation is the process that helps direct effort toward a goal.
Motivation helps determine how much effort we are willing to invest in a goal.
We tend to work harder when a goal feels valuable and achievable. The brain also makes predictions about what might happen after an action. When the outcome differs from the prediction, the brain gets new information.
When a goal becomes familiar, the excitement surrounding it can gradually fade.
Many things feel exciting at first, but novelty naturally decreases with repeated exposure. Visible progress can strengthen motivation because it gives us feedback that our effort is working. Motivation also depends on how much effort a goal seems to require. We are more likely to act when the expected reward seems worth the effort. When the effort feels too high, motivation can decrease, even when the goal still matters. Stress can change motivation by making effort feel harder and rewards feel less important. Sleep also affects motivation by supporting the brain systems involved in attention, decision-making, and reward. Emotion can influence motivation by changing how valuable a goal feels to us. Goals that feel meaningful can hold our attention more strongly, which can support motivation. Motivation can also change when our goals, interests, or priorities change. Repeated experiences can teach the brain what to expect, changing how strongly a reward captures our attention. When rewards become predictable, they may produce less surprise and capture less attention. Motivation isn't controlled by one chemical. It emerges from several interacting brain systems. Dopamine is involved in reward learning, motivation, and deciding whether an action is worth pursuing. Dopamine is not simply a pleasure chemical. It also helps the brain learn what to pursue. The brain compares what it expected with what actually happened, helping it learn from the result. Starting something new can feel exciting, but that excitement often changes once the task becomes familiar. When progress feels slow or the reward seems distant, motivation can become harder to sustain. Our brains often value immediate rewards more strongly than rewards that are far in the future. This is called temporal discounting. Future rewards often feel less valuable than immediate ones. An immediate reward can capture attention more easily than a distant reward. Motivation also depends on context. The same goal can feel different in different situations. Our surroundings can influence motivation by changing what captures our attention and how difficult a task feels. Motivation can change again when progress becomes visible and the goal feels achievable. Motivation helps start behavior, but habits can make repeated behavior require less decision-making. Because motivation changes, relying on it alone can make behavior inconsistent. Once a behavior becomes habitual, starting it may require less conscious motivation. Motivation naturally rises and falls. A temporary drop does not mean something is wrong. Motivation changes because our brains continuously respond to goals, rewards, effort, emotions, and our surroundings. Motivation doesn't simply disappear. It changes as our goals, expectations, rewards, emotions, and circumstances change. So where does motivation go? Usually, it hasn't vanished. The conditions influencing it have changed. Motivation doesn't simply disappear. Our brain continually updates what feels worth pursuing.